videos are pretty back again for how to play. Today we're looking at how to play this new game called Inside Job by Cosmos. It's a game of teamwork and deception by Tanner Simmons. And it is, for 3 to 5 players, it is a trick-taking game, kind of, sort of, mostly, not really co-op. It's kind of co-op, it's not ages 10 and up. There is a 2-player variant, but 3 to 5 players is mainly what you're going to play, I think. And you got a nice stack of cards, a bunch of different suits. Yeah, blue, green, yellow, and pink. I'm going to shuffle these a bit. And a bunch of other cards here as well, which we'll get to. And these are your cards. And they actually have symbols, help you distinguish between the 4 suits as well, which is cool. Spy-themed symbols, glasses and a hat and a phone and a pen. And then, you got these briefcases. These are Intel tokens. This is Larry, he's a standee for a 2-player game. I guess it's so you have a AI for a player. Put him away. And then we got a couple of kind of reference cards. And you got all of these cards as well. These are all your mission cards. So on each mission, you're going to be trying to, each trick, you're going to be trying to complete one of these missions. Shuffle these up, and this tells you how many cards you're going to deal and what you need to do in order to win, depending on the player count. This is 5 players, this is 4, and this is 3, and I guess we'll do 4. Why not? And you got these cards. These are your different players. Now this is one of the main ones you have to use. This is the Insider, and they're going to basically try to sabotage things during the tricks, but they don't want to be caught. And then you got the Agents, and we're going to use those. And then you got some other special ones you can use that have different rules and abilities. And I guess this is kind of make your own, so it's kind of cool. So yeah, it's got a spy theme to it. And so we'll shuffle these up and deal them out to each player. And one person's going to be the saboteur. They're going to try to ruin things. That's not me. It's this guy. They're going to try to ruin things, but do it secretly so they don't get caught. And these Intel tokens, each player is going to get, I believe, 1 to start off with. Yeah, each person gets 1. We'll put the rest aside. And you can see here, as it says, 5 briefcases is the magic number. Each player is going to get 12 cards. Let's run through a little bit of the game here. Some of these cards are backwards. Not that it matters, I guess. Lost count of where I am. I think I know where I am. 3 more. And there's going to be some extra cards that we'll put aside. So, we'll say that I lead. It is a trick-taking game. I'm going to play a card. Everyone else has to follow suit. With one little variation on that. One little thing to keep in mind. So, I'm going to play, let's say I play, oh yeah, and we're going to have to flip over one of these cards. And this is the mission that we're all trying to accomplish. However, the saboteur can try and ruin that. I'll explain why he would want to do that. But each card played must have a higher number than the previous card. And blue is the trump. Each hand is going to be a different trump. So now I have to play a blue card. Or I can't play a blue card. I don't have to play a blue card. But I do want to play a card that's kind of low. So I'm going to play the 2. And this guy is going to follow suit. He's going to play a 6. And this guy is going to play a 7. So everyone's following the rule. And then we get to this guy who's a secret saboteur. Now he can, if he wants to, play this card and win the trick, and nobody's going to suspect him of doing anything, and they accomplish the mission. However, the saboteur does not have to follow suit, so he can lie and he can say he doesn't have the suit, and maybe he trumps it, and he wins the trick with a trump, or maybe he just plays another card, ruining this objective, because he did not play a card higher in the previous card. So those are different things that can happen. So let's say that's what happens. So they don't get this. This is going to be discarded. And you're going to continue. And whoever played the highest card will lead the next trick. And whoever wins the trick gets a briefcase as well. Now, the game itself, you're going to continue playing. And there's a couple of end objectives. It's going to be dependent as well a bit on the amount of players. There's a couple of things that can happen in order for the game to end. As we look at this card, if all of us agents complete 7 of these missions, when we complete one, we'll keep track of that. We'll put it aside in a stack. If we complete 7 of these missions, this is in a 4-player game. If we complete 7 missions, we win the game. However, if the saboteur gets 5 briefcases, meaning he wins 5 tricks, before we do that, then he wins the game. I should also point out that when a person gets 5 briefcases, they have to reveal who they are. That guy's an agent. And there's only so many briefcases to go around. So basically, if you don't complete the mission, you're going to put this back in the box. If you do complete it, you're going to put it next to the overview card here to keep it for later. And so yeah, the agents are trying to get this many, however many missions it is. The saboteur is trying to get that many briefcases, however many it is. And whoever does that first is going to win, but there's other ways it could end as well. Let me just double check something here. And I don't know where it says that, but I know it's like that. And again, the insider has no obligation to follow suit. He can do whatever he wants. And there's other things you can do. So yeah, this here, 5, this is how many briefcases the insider needs to win the game. So at any time, if somebody collects 5 briefcases, they have to, or however many it says, they have to reveal who they are. Now, if we get to a point where we've played for all the cards, the saboteur doesn't have enough briefcases, and, say he's got a couple, I got a couple, and this objectives has not been completed, maybe they get a few, then we're going to have a little meeting to try and figure out who we think is the saboteur. Now, in this case, we know he's not the saboteur. He's an agent. So it could be me, it could be him, or it could be him. We're going to look at potential clues that happen during the game to try to figure out who the saboteur is, and we're going to vote. And if we're correct on who the saboteur is, the agents win. If we're not, the saboteur wins. Pretty straightforward, I think. And you're asking yourself, how might the saboteur out himself? Well, remember before when we played those cards, wherever they are, and he played a pink one? Well, if later on he pulls out his cards and then all of a sudden he plays a blue one, what he could have followed and he didn't, that's going to be an indication that perhaps, well, that he did lie, that he was the saboteur. So you got to look out for little things like that. So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting little trick-taking game. Personally, I think I like it better than the Crew. Some people are not going to like that I said that, but that's just me. It's nice. It's simple. No long campaigns, no difficult missions. That's it. So that is that. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Go check this one out. See ya.